But check out the video behind me. Dramatic video. These snowmobilers survive, but it shows you the power of Mother Nature, the power of what these avalanches might look like, sound like, and be like. We do know that one of these avalanches today in Mill Creek Canyon ended with 4 people dead. 4 were rescued, so that's a separate avalanche to tell you about. Unified Police say they have not recovered the bodies on the mountain. ABC4's Jordan Burroughs talked to a search and rescue crew member who's been a part of the last 2 avalanches. We've had 2 deadly avalanches in just the last week.
Recovery operations to resume tomorrow morning in an effort to get the bodies of 4 backcountry skiers. 4 others were rescued, all a part of the same group of 8 that were skiing in the backcountry in Mill Creek Canyon. I spoke to a member of the Salt Lake County Search and Rescue Team. He takes us through what's involved with a volunteer to save lives.
Hoisting teams in, hoisting victims out.
4 people rescued and hoisted to safety from Life Flight and Utah Department of Public Safety helicopters. It took more than 2 hours for those 4 to be hooked into the fly seat and brought to safety. This, according to Wayne Bassam, the commander of Salt Lake County Search and Rescue Teams.
The fastest way to get them off the mountain, because people were getting hypothermic, was to use 2 helicopter agencies.
It all started at 11:40 Saturday morning with a 911 call that dropped, and then dispatchers had to keep calling back until they finally got a hold of someone and tracked down their location in Mill Creek Canyon.
The cell service, as we have discovered up here, is incredibly limited.
An incredible tragedy as 4 of the skiers unburied themselves but could not save the other 4 in the group. This is the deadliest avalanche in Utah's history since February of 1992, where 4 others died. Sergeant Cutler with Unified Police says everyone had an avalanche beacon. She says nobody should have been on the backcountry Saturday as avalanche risk was extremely high.
You know, I'm not sure if it's the thrill or what it is, but it's really important to pay attention to those things. There has been advisories out recently of the very high avalanche danger.
Lifeline's getting ready to insert me via hoist.
3 of the rescued skiers are in good condition, but 1 experienced hypothermia. Bassam says he and about 40 volunteers put their life on the line to rescue the skiers.
Oh, we're all affected by it today. We'll be affected by it tomorrow, and then some. It's tragic that individuals have lost their lives, but it's part of the job that we do. Our main job now and focus is to bring closure to those individuals who are no longer with us.
This is the 2nd deadly avalanche in as many weeks. 6 people have now died in backcountry avalanches since the beginning of this year. Reporting in Mill Creek Canyon, I'm Jordan Burroughs, ABC4 News.
Thank you, Jordan. I spoke with Craig Gordon with Utah Avalanche Center. He said February 12th, 92, the La Salle Mountains, when 4 people died. So February, 29 years ago, the last time we had an avalanche this deadly. Unified Police tweeting about an hour ago that because of the avalanche, Mill Creek Canyon is closed now for recreational use until further notice. We know that Utah Governor Spencer Cox tweeting a statement on today's tragic avalanche saying, quote, "This is a horrible tragedy and our prayers go out to the victims and families involved. We are grateful to the first responders and others who engaged in this rescue and recovery effort. With avalanche danger high right now, please exercise extreme caution." Salt Lake County Mayor Jenny Wilson also releasing a statement saying, quote, "We are heartbroken over the tragic news of 4 fatalities as the result of an avalanche in the Mill Creek Canyon area this afternoon. We deeply mourn the loss of life due to this devastating incident." Okay, meteorologist Jeff James joining us now. Jeff, you saw that avalanche video, and it's sort of like nobody knows what it's like to drown, and nobody knows what it's like to be in an avalanche, but you see that image, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, that video of the snowmobilers, in particular, I was amazed that someone could even hold the camera steady long enough to be able to see it. You know, thousands of tons of snow just ready to come at you, and the force, the crushing force. The Avalanche Center is serious about this. Anything between 30 to 60 degree in slope, stay off, in particular these areas here. They were talking about in the latest bulletin, the Bear River Range, Wellsville Range in particular, and this will continue right through tomorrow morning, even midday. Because the winds are keeping up. That's one element that's helping elevate the risk out there. I mean, it's an unstable, very volatile situation. We've seen multiple layers of snow from recent storms, and each new layer, gets compacted, and then we have temperatures going above freezing, and then you get some snow melt underneath that top layer, and that's very grainy and it has a tendency to slip. So we just have to be really careful out there. Look at some of the wind speeds today, and these aren't even in the mountains. Here are the most recent wind gusts. This is the city of Duchesne, Lake Town, up near 50 miles per hour. So this is helping to make things very vulnerable. The good news is no new snow on the short term anyway. In the long term, there certainly is, and we'll talk more about that in the next 7 days.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Well, we know that the folks who were in this avalanche were between 23 and 38 years old. That's the number of people, those 8 people, we have their age range, but we don't have any identities yet. So you can count on us at ABC4 News to bring you the latest developments. And we've learned names or what happened, we will sure bring it to you online and on air. Moving on now, a missing person